Hey crafters, welcome into Guys Craft 2. My name is John and I hope that you have had an amazing week, but that you're ready to transition and get ready for the weekend because I can tell you I have already started talking about the weekend and what's ahead and realized unfortunately for us that still work that tomorrow is Friday. So although I do get to work from home tomorrow, it was like I had already skipped ahead and had already made all these other plans and then realized actually I have to get up in the morning, still take a shower and still do work, but it's okay. It's what it is, what we do, and that is how we pay the bills, and that's how we buy new fabric. So I hope the rest of you are there with me and ready for a big exciting weekend. It has just been brutally hot in the Phoenix area, which really, I mean, for this time of year, it could be much worse. And so let's go check. Let's see what was the temperature like today for us. Looking just to make sure everything's working because I've got one screen here, one screen there. It's like, oh my gosh, I got screens everywhere. So what was it in the Phoenix metro area today? We only got to 113 degrees today. So we still have an extreme heat warning in effect. And right now it's 109. The worst part for us is it's just not getting cool at night. So we're just going down to the low 90s at night. So that's part of our issue is it just doesn't even cool off overnight to even give us a break. My $400 utility bill came in. So our for-profit electric company is making out very well right now. So we won't even get into all that. So guys, I hope things are going your way and let's jump into the chat and let's see. Irish lady Linda was here. She says, good evening. And everyone in chat, long day at work, but tomorrow's Friday and the weekend begins for me. Yay, I plan to quilt a lot this weekend and have fun. You are amazing, Miss Linda, and I know exactly how you feel, as you can tell. Hey, Judy, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Joydy's here. Welcome, Joydy. Candace is here. Hey, Candace, welcome in. There's my buddy Zaza. Always good to see you. Ahoy there, Jerry from Butler Family Farm. Thanks for dropping in tonight. Who else? Kim's here. Hey, Miss Kim. Good to see you. She got a new sewing machine this past weekend at Christmas in July over at Mole Queens. And then today I got the note that 35th has started their Christmas in July, but I probably won't make it. It's definitely hard for me to get there on Thursday, so that's not happening. Tomorrow, with work and everything else, I probably won't make it there. And then Saturday, we're actually going to be in Bisbee. So unfortunately, theirs just came a week too late for me, but probably better because honestly, I probably don't need fabric, but I feel bad because I'm almost positive that over at 35th there is fabric that needs to be rescued. So I feel bad that I can't get there to just help that fabric out. But we'll see. Maybe Kim will jump in and take up the slack for me. We'll see. Who else is here? Delia's here. Hey, Delia, welcome in. Thanks for being here this evening. Judy's here. All right, I think I'm caught up in the chat. I think Sharita's here from New Jersey. Welcome in. And I think even New Jersey's having some hot weather this year, this time of year right now. It's just so crazy how hot it's been across the U.S. Carrie is here. Carol Inc. is here. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. That's a new name for me. If you've been here before and I've missed it, it was not on purpose. So thank you for joining this evening. My buddy Balloonist Mona down in Tucson's here. Welcome in. She's a channel member. Thanks so much for being a channel member. Means so much. Leona Jean is here. She says congrats on the 10,000. Thank you so much. It's so exciting to see each time you cross that threshold, right? And we've done a lot of work to help build the channel, to help get things going, but it's because of folks like you all that make it possible and make it even worthwhile for me to jump on and be here. And we so appreciate that. Nanette, my Farm Her Quilter is here. Welcome, welcome. Who else? I think I'm caught up now. Look at Kim. See, Kim, that's when you know you have a real friend when she goes, "I'll be there and I will rescue some fabric for you." See, that's when you know you've made real friends in the quilt community. And it's family like that that just helps support and take care of all of us. All right, so what are we up to? So I have actually finished all the flying geese squares from last week from the AccuQuilt. So that is the black and white quilt that I'm working on for my son and soon to be daughter-in-law for their wedding quilt. So I do have all the flying geese done. Now I need to finish putting all the rows together, and then once I get all the rows together, I need to build the blocks out, and then once I build the blocks out, then I need to finish their quilt. That's going to be interesting. We have never long-armed a king size quilt, so that is going to be quite fun and quite different for us, but you know what, we'll get it figured out. Tonight is talking about show and tell from Elizabeth Hartman, so we'll get into that in just a minute. Still trying to finish Ray's quilt. Let's change cameras. I'm still trying to finish Ray's quilt that I put together for the Christmas quilt for my grandson. So I just need to finish the rows and then put it all together. I haven't. I've procrastinated doing it because my design wall is not big enough for me to get all the blocks on there. A lot of times I lay them on our king size bed and do it that way, but I've learned looking across the room and looking at them on the wall looks so much different than actually trying to look down at them. So I may wait and try to sneak down to Quilt Club on Tuesday because the room is open on Tuesday evenings. And so I may wait and just take them down to the Quilt Club and put them on their big design wall to get that finished. But I definitely want to get those finished and get that ready for my grandson because that is part of their Christmas. But my partner still has the Christmas quilt for my granddaughter to get done as well. So we got to make sure we get them both done. That one I actually did a few months ago, actually back around February. And if you remember, we did a potato chip quilt. And so hers ended up being a potato chip quilt. His ended up being these blocks. But I think he'll really like this. This is Christmassy enough, boyish enough. And I ended up not making it quite queen size by the time it's done, which will be perfect for him because he's still in a twin bed. And my daughter told me that he loves to drag his quilts all over the house. So that ended up working out for us. All right, so who else is here? Hey, Tracy, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Nanette says, I'm still cutting my show and tell. Me too, Nanette. I tell you what, it just takes forever. Joanne's here. Welcome in. She says, very nice quilt. Thank you. Katie, my friend from Greenland, is here. Thanks so much, Katie, for joining this evening. I saw you pop up earlier. I had planned to jump into your live, and then I ended up over on um, John and Matt for Art East and got wrapped up into their games and all that tonight. Tonight was their last Quiltmas. If you all did not choose to join that, you really missed out. John and Matt are a lot of fun. They gave so much stuff away, and I won second from the right star, the daylight, not the not the dusk, but I forgot what they call the other one. But I ended up winning that kit, I think on the second night. He drew my name, which is awesome. It's so funny. I debated whether or not I wanted that kit. Ended up I chose not to do it and buy it right now just because I've got so much other kits and things going. It's like, did I need one more? But I really do like Peter Pan and like that. But I ended up not doing it, and then come to find out, I won that kit along with some upgrades and other fun things, which means it's like a $500 value. So, guys, if you missed out this time, you really need to think about joining them at Christmas for their Quiltmas over the holidays because they give out a lot of things. They gave out some of the prizes were 22, 24 of their patterns, and they have a total of 44 patterns. So John and Matt are just very generous guys and just great guys. I am so lucky and so fortunate to know them and um, call them friends. Um, Oh, Butler says, what is the name of the patriotic quilt? That is Sparkle and Stripes, and it is a pattern from Villa Rosa Design. So it's a $2 pattern, and you can actually do a download the pattern for $2, or they will actually, for the same $2, they'll mail you the card, which I like to have. But you can do it either way. You can get an electronic or the hard copy. I will tell you, when I did that pattern, um, it goes, if you follow their instructions, it goes together just perfect. What I did do is I cheated on the stars, and I actually cut the stars out of my AccuQuilt, and then I embroidered those on my machine, then cut the squares to size to do the rest of the quilt. So those are not hand applique or even machine applique. They truly came off at the time, they came off of the Epic 2. So that is how we got them done. But that is Sparkle and Stripes is the name of that pattern. Hey, Katie, she says, did you come? I did. I was in there for like all of 5 minutes. Then I got involved with cooking dinner and everything else. I didn't get to stay, and I didn't even get to say hi because I was in and out so much. It was just such a busy night getting home from work. Traffic was just awful in Phoenix today. Jean's here. Hey, Jean. She says, yes, you are a winner. Thank you so much. You're such a sweetheart. Joydy says, congrats on winning the big prize. It was just so crazy. I had just no words to say, right? It's just so funny. Phyllis Gator is here. She says, hi, John, from Phyllis in Jacksonville, Florida. I love me some Jacksonville. I love coming through Jacksonville. Of course, I'm a Virginia Tech Hokie, and so we used to play New Year's Eve a lot down there in the bowl game and that. Not so much in the last few years, but I love Jacksonville. Love to scoot on down to St. Augustine. I just love, it's funny, I grew up, my parents liked the golf. So we did a lot of things over in Tampa, in all of that area, St. Pete, Panama City, just because mom really liked the golf better than the Atlantic. I think both have something to offer, but I just always liked Jacksonville and St. Augustine, just liked that area. I think there was just a lot to offer in that area. Who else? Luna says you were lucky to get that kit. That was such an amazing gift. That's what I'm telling you. If you didn't choose to join them, you should next time around. The guys are just super generous. And when you compare to some of the other creators, pattern makers, and things that are out there, I won't take anything away from Ray. I love Ray. He came to our retreat. He participated, did that. He's part of Three Dudes Quilting. He owns it. And he gave us patterns, right, to give away on our channel on that, which is awesome and was so appreciated. And then, he let us test that pattern during the retreat and that for him. And so all of that was fun and super nice. But most of the other, if you watch some of the other pattern makers and that, you just don't see that same level of generosity. And I think that's just what makes Matt and John so special. Plus, you tend to see John on the channels in that, and he was on with me and Danielle and Brendan and Brian and all of that, and we had such a good time and such laughs. But Matt's that hidden, sneaky, quiet personality, and he's a lot of fun to listen to and watch him and John banter in that. So that is always fun. Who else? Mona did what is here. It's always fun to see Mona in the channel. Phyllis says, what pattern is your grandson's Christmas quilt? That is the new pattern from Ray over at Three Dudes Quilting. We've given quite a few of those away, and I actually don't have it in here tonight to tell you because I've actually been trying to clean up, and so I don't have it. It's Three Dudes Quilting is where that pattern is, and it is his newest pattern. Let's see if I can find it real quick. So Always fun to jump on a website and think you're going to be able to look and find something real quick. Let me take a look real quick and see if we can find that pattern name. And then we'll talk a little bit about where we're at with this show and tell. I'm telling you guys, it just is not working for me. I knew it was going to be a challenge for me, and it is a challenge. And you know what? We'll get it done, and that's fine. Oh, he's got. Let's see if we do date new. Oh, huh. I'm not seeing it on the website. It's not popping out real quick. It is a jelly roll pattern. He does a lot of jelly rolls. He does love working with 2.5-inch strips. So a lot of his patterns have that 2.5-inch strips. It goes on and on. But yeah, I'm not seeing it pop up. He may not actually have it on his website yet. Maybe it's still that new. We were excited when he got um, when he donated some for us to use in that, and it was even nicer that he gave us the retreat center credit. That Guys Craft 2 were part of the testing pattern makers, but it is Three Dudes Quilting is where that pattern is available. Yeah, I don't see it on his website yet, but I can drop that in the I can drop it into a post later for you. Oh, Nanette said it's dawn. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I knew it was dusk and something. Dawn makes sense, right? If you're kind of thinking through that. So I ended up with the dawn pattern, which is the one my partner liked. It's funny, I like the dusk pattern better. He liked the dawn pattern. So it was interesting that I won the dawn pattern, which is great. I appreciate that. Joanne's here. Tracy, it was a lot of fun this week. It was. It was just so crazy. Jordy. Hey, Katie. Oh, Starla's here. Hey, Starla, welcome in. Thanks for being here. All right. Oh, Jerry says Susan's looking up right now. You'll find if you follow the channel, I do a lot of Villa Rosa patterns. I think I'm waiting for this month, August, to come out, but then I am probably going to stop collecting their patterns for a while. I just have so many of their patterns, and I have so many others. I just ordered a bunch of Art East patterns because I love the blow bunnies and some of those things. And knowing that I'm not going to do them anytime soon, but at the same time, I just need to just figure it out. Katie says, I lived west of Jacksonville for a long time. Yeah, I've always, it's funny, I ended up in Arizona because my kids knew at some point that I would end up in Florida, and I didn't. Now we're talking about buying land and building our final retirement place in that, and we're going down to southeast Arizona to do that. We've looked at moving back east. We've looked at moving towards Florida. I really don't want to be so much in Florida anymore. We've looked at South Carolina. I like North Carolina. I like the mountains and that. But to be honest, just to give up everything I've got to move all the way across the states again just doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm really happy in Arizona, and I think I was born incorrectly. I think I should have been born more West Coast and more in the Arizona area, but I'm here now, so we'll keep it that way. Matt, um, Mona says Matt is like Carl in the background. Yeah, he's the one that keeps all that stuff going. Starla goes, I like Three Dudes Quilting. I just love Ray. Ray and his partner, he lost one of the dudes, passed away early this year, which is sad. And they had been together for 30 plus years. So it's always sad to see that. But they are just such a nice group of guys. Hey, Brian Witchcraft Room. So, Brian, welcome in. If you all have got a channel, you should be able to put exclamation point your first name. So I know it's exclamation point Katie, exclamation point Brian, um, exclamation point Zaza. I think we'll get all your channel links published. Still have, for the life of me, not been able to figure out how to do exclamation point selfie. Danielle's helped me. Poor Sean's helped me. There's something in Nightbot somewhere that there's a setting I have somewhere that just is not letting me do that. So it's just crazy. Oh, the Christmas pattern that you all are asking about, Kim. See, Kim was one of the testers. It's called the quarter square stripes. And she's sewing hers right now during the live stream. How exciting! So, and she helped make some of the blocks. One of the things he did, he brought all the jelly rolls to the retreat and just had two tables full, I think, maybe three tables full. Just brought bin after bin after bin of jelly strips and let everyone pick. And he supplied all that, and but he had each one make at least one block so he could put that together. And it's just a fun, and I can tell you, it goes together super, super quick. Hey, Starla's here. Welcome. Who else? Missy Knight is here, and she's in Arizona too. So you know what? That poor girl is sweating like the rest of us. Welcome in, Missy. Thanks for being here. All right, who else? Sorry to leave early, but it's bedtime for me. Night, everyone. Night, Zaza. Thanks for being here. Art East is here. John, we just talked about how generous you are, what an amazing guy you are, how much fun it was to get to see Matt because we never get to see Matt, and Matt has such a good sense of humor. Your all's banter is just amazing. And I was telling them how appreciative I was for winning the second right from the start, right? And just you guys are just so amazing and so generous. So thanks for jumping on the channel tonight because I know after 6 days you guys are worn out. I know you all have had a long week. All right, who else? Mm-mm-mm. Hey Candace, welcome in. Oh, Brenda Joy from Maine is here. Welcome in. Hopefully you're having a little bit cooler weather than the rest of us, but I bet you're even hot right now. Missy goes 100%. It's just hot. I'm telling you guys, if you are in this area, anywhere I think in Arizona is hot. Even Flagstaff was complaining about how hot it is up there, and they're definitely not used to it with the elevation. Jody goes, I didn't get my email invite tonight, John. Art East, can you redo me? uh, who else? All right, so let's talk about. I have been working on show and tell. I do think this is an adorable pattern. I had no clue. Let's see what camera I'm on. I forgot to switch over. It's probably when you start switching cameras around. I had no clue that I bought this. We decided to definitely do it as a block of the month. I am going to try to finish out this block tonight and we will get started. We have been going straight through the pattern, straight through the book, and we are on the X Plus quilt is the one that we were working on. I started it last month with the intention of I ended up not getting it done during the live, had planned to get back to it and work on it during the month. And guess what? It just did not happen. And so we are going to see if we can't build out the other squares tonight and get that done. I am still toying with the idea. I know was it Shannon? Fallon, I think, has done this pattern, and she actually ended up doing it for doing hers as wall hangings. I originally had decided I really just wanted to do this as the quilt, and to me, that's what made sense. And then now that I've gotten into it more, it's like, I don't know that I really want to do this as the um, full quilt. So I want to at least finish these first three squares, which everything I am working on is the fox. So if I get this set built, it will actually get me completed, and I will have all the quilts built just for the fox. So when you look at the pattern itself, you can see the foxes right here. Yeah, so that's the one I'm building out. That's the one I'm working on. And I already have the other two fox quilts completed. Then what I need to do is finish the borders and then be ready to do the um, decide what I'm going to do for the rest of them. Interesting enough, it was kind of crazy because I've come up short the first couple of patterns with this, which has kind of been frustrating because it's like, okay, why am I keep coming up short? We came up short a couple of times because guess what? John decided that he would, because he knew probably better than Elizabeth Hartman, and he decided to do this by picture instead of reading the instructions. And when John started reading the instructions, he realized, oh, had I done and followed the instructions, it probably would have went together better. So what I have learned is now when I get ready to start my pattern from Art East, that maybe I'll trust the process and trust John and assume John at Art East maybe knew a little bit more about the intent behind the pattern and how things go together, and we'll follow his instructions versus me just making things up as I go along. So this would probably have gone together a little bit quicker and easier had I done that, but I didn't, and you know what? I'm here tonight and we will move on. I am anxious. I know there's a couple on here. Pat's doing it, and Nanette's, like she said, is still cutting hers. Um, I'll be interested to know how far along you all are on this. I know Brendan, Mr. Quilter, bought this as well. I don't think he started his yet. I think he's got, unfortunately, I think he's got the disease of the rest of us, and some of us may not have been the best influence for that poor guy because I think he is now stacking up projects as fast as the rest of us. And that's okay. That's what it's all about. I keep saying I am stacking up the projects because I plan to be poor when I retire, and I'm okay with that. But as such, I'll have all these projects to work on and already lined up and in place. So it's fine. One more. There you go. And as you know, if you follow the channel, I am a presser. I like to press constantly. I press everything in between. It is going to be interesting to see how these come together because this particular block I started on Hercules. Now, obviously, I'm stitching everything on Maverick. So these may definitely need to be trimmed up a little bit, and that's fine too. I will tell you, I am in absolute awe and love with this Janome. It was the best decision I ever made. And then at the end of the day, John is selling off some of the other machines to pay for this machine. So again, John can get closer to retirement. So we will see how that works. All right, let's go. What did I do? Yep, no, I still got it, I think. There it is. Brenda Joy said it's even been hot up there. I just can't imagine. You know, it's just so um, it's just so hot all the way across the country. Jerry says in Missouri, and it's a nice 85 there today. Wow, I can't imagine what double digits must feel like. I mean, once May, early June hits here, we're already in the triple, and we just stay there for what feels like forever. I won't complain. We had a gorgeous winter this past year, which I think we deserve, right? I should have a really nice winter because I sure live it all summer long. So I really should get a nice winter considering how much we put up with during the summertime. It's funny, we were talking about the other day because I like to make fajitas and different things, and we love to use our Blackstone. And, like I told my daughter, I said, yeah, in the wintertime when you're all talking about the snow and ice and you can't go outside and grill. I said that's when we grill because in the summertime it's just absolutely too hot. Now I still use my Traeger and do some cooking on it, but it's only it's because I can run in and out, right? I don't have to stand out there and continually stir and do all that. Interesting enough, tomorrow night is BLT night, and of course you can't buy regular iceberg lettuce. So, but tomorrow night we want to have BLTs. It's been a long time, and now I got to figure out how I make bacon because I like to make bacon on the Blackstone because I don't like to. I hate the mess in the kitchen. Absolutely hate the mess in the kitchen. So we'll figure out and see how that goes. But definitely ready for some bacon. It's been a while since we've had BLTs. Okay, I still am trying to figure out this machine. It keeps giving me messages. Do you want to do the same size? Do you want to do a different size? Do you want to do this? And I don't get a lesson on the machine till the 24th, and I've been too lazy to watch a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube. And in fact, some of the stuff I found on YouTube for this machine, I'm not so crazy about. So we've actually been working and writing scripts so we can actually build out our own tutorial videos on this machine because I think there's a real opportunity out there to do that, and that just makes sense to us. All right, look guys, I'm gonna actually get one of the 4 blocks done. So I will show you these in just a second. Are you all impressed that you're getting to see John actually put fabric through the machine? Because you know what? That doesn't happen often. Okay, you got to stop doing that because now you're going to start frustrating me. And interesting enough, it hasn't done this, so I don't know why it's talking back to me. It's funny today, somebody, I was in a meeting at work getting ready, and somebody goes, "Is that your white car parked in the second um, charging spot out with the electric cars?" And I said, "Yeah, why?" And they were like, "Your hatchback's open." And for some reason on that Volkswagen, that key fob is just so sensitive in your pocket, and it occasionally either opens the hatchback for me, or the tailgate, or it sets off the panic button, which really makes me happy because I really like lots of attention when I go somewhere. Not very much a huge introvert. And I know you all don't believe that, but I am. I'm actually a very huge introvert. All right, so we've got one of the 4 panels done, or 4 squares done for the box. So let's see if we can throw 3 more together tonight. Let's see if we can sort out the fabrics that we're going to need. So I cheated. I do have the Alpha Clippies, and I really, really, really like the Alpha Clippies, but for some, there were so many of these when you get together, and I think it's Miss Mona that told me that she just bought the old-fashioned, or it may have been Brian, clothespins and just wrote the letters and numbers and that on there. I ended up doing that for this, and that they've actually worked out really great. I ended up not going. I should have went and planned to go to the Dollar Tree, which is not a dollar anymore. So um, it just drives me nuts now. I go to the dollar, and I was fine when they went to $1.25, but now half the stuff I pick up, it's like, well, no, that's $4. No, that's $7. I'm like, wait a minute, it was $1.25. I missed the $1.25. What happened to the $1.25? But apparently, it's harder to find the $1.25 stuff anymore at the Dollar Tree. It's kind of like the Dollar General. So, sorry guys, I do digress. I do like to cover lots of things. At some point, if you watch the channel long enough, you'll find that we are going to solve and make world peace. You just never know what you're going to find on Guys Craft 2 sometimes. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate all the new subscribers. It's been amazing watching the growth in that. Some of the advertising and things that we've done has just paid off so much for us. And um, Jerry has been a big proponent for that and helped us, and we appreciate getting to know him. We haven't got to talk to Susan or meet Susan, but if you want to jump over to Butler Family Farm, he's got some really cool videos and things going on, and it's fun to watch what they're doing. And they are such a super sweet couple, and Jerry is so, so helpful. All right, what else is going on? Oh, Katie says the movie Odyssey was very good in case anyone plans to see it. We want to see it, but around here there are like 3 or 4 weeks booked out now if you want to see it in IMAX. So I don't know what we're going to do. Hey, Rob from Connecticut, welcome in. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you popping in and out. I so appreciate that. It means a lot to us. John needs to go under the patty wacko. I'm not sure what that means, and I'm hoping that's John at Art East, and we're just going to leave that alone. Oh, Jerry says first time in a few weeks they've been under 100. Katie goes, that's what, yeah, she's in Greenland. There's snow on the ground half the year, right? I mean, come on. Oh, Show Me Your Knits is here. I love that title. Hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Howdy, y'all. It's been so hot here in Arkansas. Feels like 115 with 100% humidity. 2 days ago, I just stayed in the AC and knitted. I don't absolutely blame you. If I did not have to get out to go to work, I would definitely be hibernating a little bit right now. It's so funny. I was off on Monday, and so I worked from home Friday. We did run all day Saturday, which is a typical run day for us, because that's when I went to Mole Queens. I went to two of the three locations, did the Christmas in July and all that craziness, and then I hibernated all day Sunday and all day Monday. And my partner's like, "You would be happy never to leave the house," and I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, between the YouTube, our family, all of that, I've got the post office now. When we ship Etsy and all those packages, they pick them up right at the door, right here off the front porch. It's like I really have no need to go out um, and do my socialization, right? I get my socialization at home. I get it on my YouTube channels, and I love bouncing around. And since I've met Jerry and a bunch of them over at Tuber Chat because of Katie, I've been able to find so many new channels and that's been a lot of fun. Jody says Taco Bell might let you borrow some lettuce. I'm sure, right? Just crazy. We ordered, I think, romaine lettuce on our order tomorrow because we have Walmart delivery every week because I'm too lazy to go to the grocery. Rain, hail, sleet, or snow, the steak goes on the grill. Amen. Well, I will agree with that. I don't like fixing steak, especially any other way but on the grill. Brenda Joy goes, yes, I'm actually shocked to see you stitching. I do stitch, guys. This doesn't all just jump together, but I get so wrapped up in the chat. And that's why we started cutting up and piecing out on Thursday nights so we could be more project focused. John would ignore the chat more and get more stitching done. And you see what it is. It's just the way it is. Brenda Joy says that's a bright block. Very nice. I think so too. It's interesting. These are not colors I would have picked. I like the autumn colors. I like the overall design. But had I been picking colors and shopping and I don't know that those are the colors that I would have chosen, even though the pattern would tell me that, right? But I really do like those. Brian says beautiful. Guys, you all are so, so good. Prism Print is here. Welcome in. Thanks for joining tonight. Means a lot to have you all joining and jumping around. Oh, Show Me Your Knit says, I know Jerry. And then from the homesteading channel, our flippin' farmstead. Yes, look at y'all. So much fun. Oh, look, Katie goes, it's not half the year. It's only 2 months. That's crazy. I would have thought Greenland gets a lot more snow than that. So interesting. Sure, he goes, we just have the one name. It's hard. It is. I tell you guys, it is crazy. All right. Oh, look, Jody jumped over and joined Show Me Your Knits. I love that name. All right, what else? Oh, Katie Crafts is in the house. She says she's cutting fabrics for a Quilt of Valor block. Awesome. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let's keep going. I do have fat quarters to give away that we didn't get to give away last week, which frustrates me because that's where I get really irritated with Nightbot. But I do realize it was probably my fault with Nightbot last week we because I tried to use fat, and I think they blocked the word fat, which just makes no sense to me. All right, am I? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. No, that's the right one. How am I not getting this done? Because these letters is not matching up, guys. Oh, that's the Arches quilt. Oh, there's X plus. Okay, so that may be part of the problem. All right, so C D E. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I need E. So E. So let's make the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And then I tell you, I've got the fans all up running high because I'm telling you, my AC, my poor AC just never cuts off. Hence why I got a $400 bill. But you know, when you live in Arizona, you're gonna pay whatever to try to. I don't. We even keep the house on 78. I don't even try to keep it like cold. Okay, where is A B C D E F G K? I need. I must have left some over here. Hmm, that's K2. Just give me a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out what John did. So that is C. Did I do that right? Oh, I think I reversed these. Now I see what I did. All right. All right. So we are going to put this together. Right. John probably needs to put a different foot on, but we're going to try to cheat tonight. Let's see if we can't make this one work. No, and he couldn't. That's what you get for trying to cheat the system. Yep. I kind of had a feeling I shouldn't have done that way. So let me get out my little seam ripper. Let's see if we can take this apart and figure this out tonight. Jody says, yes, giveaway. I have just begun to quilt, but I am horrible at sewing. Oh, you know what? As long as you can develop patience and just uh, do things that you enjoy, and I've only been doing this, a few years, um, and talking to some of the right people, jumping on some of the, channels. Katie is so helpful. Danielle does some great instructional videos in that. Tiffany's quilting line. There's so many good content creators out there, and just having lots of patience. And it just takes time. And you know what? Just realize it doesn't have to be perfect. That it's just a way to release some creativity, find some different things that work for you, and just make those things happen. Now, where did I put? All right, so maybe we will. instead of sewing those tonight, why don't we clip those and get those ready, and then I'll change the foot out tomorrow. So I will do that because I'm still trying to figure out how to get the feet changed and all the different things on this machine. But we will get there. All right, who else? Starlet goes, you got to be careful here though, Joy. I see Nightbot is active here. Nightbot can be very active. It's just crazy what Nightbot adds. I love Becky. Hey, late but here now. Hey, Becky, you're never late. You are always on time. We appreciate that you give us just a little bit of your time. It means so much to us. So, guys, yeah, we appreciate the opportunity to join, talk about the weeks, talk about the weather. My boyfriend told me the other day, he said, I'd like to, he goes, by the way, I'd like to, he said, I want to see the new Spider-Man movie, which I think opens tomorrow. And I said, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. And he goes, well, it's not like we have to go to the movies or anything. We can, wait till it comes out on streaming and that. And I said, yeah, it's not like you couldn't take me on a date either. It's okay to take me out and do some things. I said, in fact, at one point we talked about that we would go to, we have the Dynaplex, right, where you can go eat and watch the movie and that. And they actually, the one we have close to the house is new. It's just the right size theater because it only holds maybe 100 people. So it's not huge, huge. Um, and they actually have pretty good food. And it's not ridiculously expensive considering what it costs to just get a ticket anymore to get into the movies. But he laughs, so maybe I might get taken out soon. 'Cause I think I deserve to go out, be treated special. And no, Mona, you don't have to comment on that. Mona thinks I'm already spoiled rotten. And I am, but that's okay. It's the use of having someone like me in your life if you can't spoil them, right? We all want to be spoiled a little bit. And he is absolutely spoiled rotten, so it works. All right, come on, guys. All right, so I've got this one ready. So now all I have to do is change the foot out and make some lines on there, and that would be ready to stitch. All right, so that's that one. Now what else do I need to do? I need to do J. And I need how many of these? Need 4 of those. Please be 4. Please be 4. Please be 4. No, no, there is. Thank goodness 4. All right, awesome. All right, there's 4 of those. And those go with, where did those go with A. All right. So we can do that. So you can still watch John stitch a little bit tonight. Right? And then you can watch John iron because John loves to iron. I am excited about this quilt. Like I said, I honestly did not remember buying this, which is just crazy. And now, I've got other ones lined up, and now I've got my new second star from the right coming, so I've got to deal with that one. So just very exciting. Always something fun. And by the way, Art East just posted 3 new patterns that they're releasing probably in April, and they are taking pre-orders on those. So if you have thought about doing something with Art East, now would be a good time if you want to look at some of those new patterns. My problem is he's just got the new Prince Charming with Tula, so that's one I want. Um, so I did get the pattern. That's as far as I've gotten, but I'm hoping if John from Art East is still here, I think he should make us some really cute t-shirts, sweatshirts with Prince Charming. So maybe, hint, 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 that'll be something that they will be able to offer and get put together for us because I think that would be awesome. Because anything Tula is adorable, anyways, and then you take the creativity of someone like John at Art East and that it's just awesome. So just such a nice combination. Darla says we all deserve to be treated special. Amen. Right? Life's too short. And let me tell you, I'm watching people with road rage around here and stuff, watch the news and all that. And it's like, guys, life is too short. Why do you all, who wants to live that way? It's just like, too crazy for me. And I love Arizona. I love Phoenix. But I tell you what, it's just the worst part for us is they have construction now everywhere around Phoenix. I mean, it doesn't matter if you get on the 10, the 17, the 51, the 10. Yeah, it's like, okay, guys, really? I mean, could you all have not planned this out a little bit better so it's not every road being widened or lanes added or what, like just literally every expressway. So everything they've got as bottlenecks right now. Took me forever to get to work this morning. Took me forever to get home. Come on, one more. One more. All right. Who else? Susan says, I just have a cheap brother machine from Walmart and it looks like a drunk snake made my seams. You know what? But if it works for you and if you're happy with it and it comes to, it's just amazing. So it's funny. I remember I tell the story because I made Halloween quilts. They were 3 yard quilts, uh, Halloween quilts. Ended up, I used glow in the dark fabric on them and different things. Had no idea what I was doing. Those were the first two I made. Um, the grandkids at the time were in toddler beds, and so they actually fit the toddler bed just perfect because they were like lap quilts and that. And I remember my daughter going, "Oh, that's so cute. I'll just make sure the kids are careful and blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Absolutely not. Make sure the kids enjoy them, wear them out, drag them whatever." I made those quilts for my grandkids to love, hug, and enjoy. Don't take that away from them. And then I remember she called me. She goes, "Well, they're going to get really dirty in that." And she said, "Do you think, can we wash them?" And I said, "Oh, Lord, honey," because I ended up at the time I had the Bernina 770, 790. So I had done free motion. Quilting on there. Had no clue, no idea what I was doing. I could care less about a stitch regulator and all of that. The machine beeped and whined the whole time I was trying. And I told her, I said, I think each quilt has the spool of thread. So I said that it's not possible that quilt can fall apart. You can wash that every day if you want because I can tell you it has got so much thread, so much quilting in it. You are not going to hurt that whatsoever. All right, let me put these. What did I just do with those? All right, let me put these with that. So I am going to have this block finished and hopefully the 3 fox by the time we come back together in August is going to be my commitment. Hopefully you all can help hold me to that because guys, I got to get this one going. I got to get this done. Duran's here. Hey, welcome in. Thanks for being here. She says Tiffany is amazing. She is. I love Tiffany. I would so love to get to meet her. She's over in Lake Havasu, I think is where she's at. So different part of the state, but I still hope to run into her and Scott at some point. If anything, in 2028, I may get to see her at QuiltCon here in Phoenix, but I hope to be able to develop some time with her. She's a subscriber to the channel, and I tend to follow her. We leave her on a lot Sunday afternoon because she comes on right after me. And so a lot of times we'll go right into her channel and listen to her in the background as we eat dinner and that. But it's just amazing what she does and how she puts things together. All right. All right. I'm trying to catch up. Oh, Katie's getting a purple hairdo. I think that's going to be adorable. Charlotte says, do you quilt your own quilts, John, or do you send them out? I quilt my own quilts. We have a computerized long arm, Grace, and I actually don't do it. My partner does it. But yes, we do our own, so it makes a big difference. Brian is back. Welcome back, Brian. Love watching Tiffany. Tiffany rocks. Tiffany's quilts are amazing. Yes, she is definitely a pro, and she's so fast. I mean, the fact that because I've got the same Juki, right? The fact that she wears out the industrial Jukis is just hilarious, right? I mean, that woman is amazing what she pulls off, what she does. All right, let me clean up a little bit. Let's jump over and let's do fat quarter giveaways tonight. Let me jump over to Nightbot. Yeah, keyboard went to sleep, so now we gotta wait for the keyboard to wake up. And it's going to wake up in a minute. It's going to wake up in a minute. Ah, there it goes. All right, let me jump over to Nightbot. All right, so let me show you what we are giving away that we tried to give away the other night, but because John used fat and the Nightbot doesn't like that word apparently, which just I have no idea why they think that's such a bad word. So we have two fat quarters to give away tonight. Those are going to be, let's switch over to this camera, be easier for me to show you all what's going on. So the first one is going to be, these are, and I will tell you, this is fabric that came in a kit from Miss Quilty a while back when I was buying their boxes and just got started. And I just actually found these the other day and I'm like, oh, I need to do something different. Y'all don't want to win patterns every week. Um, but it is cotton fabric, but it feels, I don't know if it's a lot of sizing in it or what it is. But I do think these are cute. This is kind of a burnt red. I love the Crazy Santa that's on here. So that is one of the fat quarters that you will get. You'll get a total of four. This one is in blue. And I think that one is pretty cute. This one is more of that Christmas red with a reindeer in that. And this one is snowman and more in that burnt red again. So three reds and a blue fat quarters, but they are true fat quarters. Like I said, they feel almost a little vinyl-y to me. And I don't know if that's a word, but I grew up in Kentucky, so I can um, call it how I see it. Then the other one is this Santa on skates and that. I think he is adorable. I like this green one on the background. I think that is adorable. This one is more in the baby blue, so it's the same as the green one, but it's got the blue background. Come on, John. And I think that's cute. And the other one is kittens. So look at the kitty cats and the stockings and how adorable. All right, so we will give two fat quarters away. The first one you'll win is the other one with the Santas and that. The second one will be the kitten one, and I will get those in the mail this weekend, hopefully out to you. You have to be present to win. You have to send me your mailing address afterwards to John, J-O-H-N, at guyscraft2.com. That should be circling the bottom of your screen. And if you enter exclamation point Santa, S-A-N-T-A, that will get you into the drawing tonight, and we will give away both fat quarter panels. If Nightbot's going to work for me tonight. So I have no idea why Nightbot doesn't like the word fat, but I remember doing that once before and it didn't like it. There they come. So yes, so for some reason Nightbot just doesn't like the word fat. I think it's so funny that it blocks that word, but it is what it is. We just have to remember. I think Brian's the one that pointed out the other night as I was just ready to jump off the air that I think we did that before and Nightbot doesn't like that word. It's just so funny what I have no idea why it would block that word. That just doesn't even make sense to me. So yes, if you want to win, jump in, hit exclamation point Santa, and we will get that done. I hope everyone has an amazing weekend. There's so much, stay cool, find a place to uh, be you, do what we enjoy, and make things your way. Like I said, we're escaping down to the southeast part of the state for a little bit to see what is going on down there. That'll be a bunch of fun for us on Saturday. I come back here Sunday and probably hibernate in the house all day and recover from being out walking a bunch of land and all that craziness. Our next live is 4 p.m. on Sunday afternoon. I have no idea what I'm going to work on. I will probably be working on the wedding quilt because I do want to get caught up and done on that. And next Thursday for cutting up and piecing out is August 6th, and we will be doing pre-cut night. So I'm not sure what pre-cut night is going to look like, but we will figure it out. All right, let's jump in. Let's choose a couple of winners. The first winner is, oh my gosh, show me your knits. How awesome that you dropped in tonight and that you were here and you won a prize. So welcome, welcome. Again, send me an email to John, John, at guyscraft2, and we will get that in the mail for you over the next couple of days. Oh, Landa says, my AC went out. I'm melting. Oh, that's just crazy. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. Landa, I hope you get that soon. I just can't imagine right now. This is not the time you want to be without AC. All right, let's grab a second winner. And that second winner from Nightbot is, oh my gosh, my buddy Balloonist down in Tucson. Congrats, Miss Mona. So she gets the kitty cats. And so you get that collection. So it is 4-pack quarters. We will get those in the mail. We will get those out to you all in the next few days. Guys, I appreciate you all being here. It means a lot. All the new subscribers, watching the channel grow is very humbling, I will tell you, but it just makes us think we are doing something right. We love this craft space and we love the family that we're building and the relationships and the time that we get to spend together. I hope you all are ready for a big weekend. I hope you find a place to craft and stay cool. And as always, guys, until next time, happy crafting!